Get ready, get set. It's a first look with the Oh Brother podcast.
Welcome back to another First Look with the Oh Brother podcast. Mike, we're back. We're going to do a first look on Spider-Noir, which I forgot about this. This is Nicolas Cage, and this is kind of another alternate universe Spider-Man, and it's a series that's coming on Prime.
Oh, I thought it was a movie.
No, it's a series, 8 episodes.
Huh.
Coming to Prime, and this is a pretty, I have to say, this is a pretty lengthy trailer that we're going to watch here. So
I remember hearing about this and thinking, oh, this is never going to come to fruition.
And here it is, 8 episodes. It's dropping May 27th of this year. So this is, like I said, this is a long one. So let's jump in here and see what we see here with our buddy Nick Cage, who we love here at the Oh Brother podcast. Nick, if you're listening, let's get you on the podcast.
Tell me why.
You already know how it ends.
Well, then, start from the beginning.
Ticks. Thoughts. Impulses. I manage to suppress them. Most of the time.
What's going on, Ben?
Wait. What the hell happened to him?
I beat up some guys in a bar. And I got plastered.
That's funny.
What are you thinking about over there?
Bit of an existential crisis, if I'm honest.
Struck a nerve, huh?
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Watch 2 ways.
Tell me why.
You already know how it ends.
Okay, so we're going to keep rolling on because this is the color, and now this is the black and white version of the trailer.
Okay.
We're going to
That's
just
what it
roll
is.
on here. I love it.
Well, then, start from the beginning.
This is how I want to see it.
Ticks. Thoughts. Impulses. I manage to suppress them. Most of the time.
What's going on, Ben?
Wait. What the hell happened to him?
I beat up some guys in a bar. And I got plastered.
That's so Nick Cage right there.
Yeah. I love this reversal.
What are you thinking about over there?
Bit of an existential crisis, if I'm honest.
Struck a nerve, huh?
I tell you what, Prime has got something good on their hands here. I mean, that's very cool to be able to see it in 2 different ways. Now, Mike, I can't think of anybody I'd rather do a first look on this with than you, a film noir lover that you are. Where are you at after seeing both of those? You're like full in, no question, going to black and white.
Of course. You know me. I love film noir.
Yeah.
And I also happen to love Spider-Man. I don't think they've made a bad Spider-Man movie.
And this is Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. Lord and Miller we've talked about producing.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, they're producing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it said that from the producers of Into the Spider-Verse, which, that's Lord and Miller.
And I love the reversal of the famous line, with no power comes no responsibility.
That's so
Which is
great.
the opposite of the Spider, that's in every Spider-Man film.
Yeah, and so I knew this was coming, but sort of it fell off my radar until you sort of brought it up again. And it's simply an aging and down on his luck private investigator in 1930s New York is forced to grapple with his past life as the city's one and only superhero. Now, let me ask you this. What does this do to the rest of the Spider-Verse, the rest of the Spider-Man franchise with Tom Holland coming back? I don't know if they've wrapped yet or where that one's at.
Yes, they have.
Okay, so
They have.
does this help further catapult that into the stratosphere? I mean, we know that's going to do $1 billion anyways, but
Right. I think like Into the Spider-Verse, the animated version of Spider-Man had its own kind of.
which was hugely successful.
Right. There's already been 2 of them, and there's a 3rd one coming.
Yeah.
This is like Sony's way of, because Marvel is loaning the character. They don't own Spider-Man. So all those Tom Holland films are basically in conjunction with Sony. So this is Sony's way of cashing in on an iconic character.
Yeah, and we love Nicolas Cage. Now, it's 8 episodes, and so, you look at some of the cast here. Lamorne Morris, who plays Robbie Robertson, who we see, the African-American gentleman that we're seeing there in the trailer. Brendan Gleeson,
Yeah.
long, famous actor, great resume. But, who knows when these characters will come and go throughout the series. But what a cool idea. Just a cool
Yeah.
idea. And I just love the idea of being able to see it in black and white or color, frankly.
Yeah,
True
and-
hue. That's the first I've ever seen that.
It reminds me of Guillermo del Toro, who just did A Nightmare on Elm Street. Nightmare. Wow.
Nightmare Alley.
Nightmare Alley. He did
Yeah.
it last year, and he wanted to shoot it in black and white. The studio wanted color. So it comes out in color, releases in color, and then he goes to Criterion and releases his black and white version of it.
Yeah.
And they are stunningly different.
We did an episode on
Visually.
Nightmare Alley way back.
Nightmare Alley.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this looks great. Again, and that move, like I said, that's so Nicolas
Right.
Cage,
Where he snaps his fingers at the end.
Yes, but just what a cool synopsis, and just listen, we've talked about Nick Cage as Superman, right? So it's
Right.
funny, here we get him as a Spider-Man. So
And he was Ghost Rider.
he was Ghost Rider, yeah, that's right.
So he has a love for his son is a big comic book
Yeah, that's
guy.
right. In fact,
and I
didn't
think he's
he
a big
didn't he pick up one of the coveted issues of like a Superman or something somewhere?
probably.
If I remember correctly. Can you think of many other actors or actresses, Mike, with as an eclectic a resume as Nicolas Cage has?
No, I mean you look at Leaving Las Vegas and then put that against what's the one we reviewed? Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah, Willy's Wonderland, yeah.
I mean,
Right. It's either
I mean,
end of
we
the
could
spectrum.
list- I think the director Kevin Lewis asked
Kevin Lewis,
us what our favorite Nick Cage movie was. I think we both landed on Leaving Las Vegas, but we started to run through Face Off and all his,
Well, mine goes back even further than that. I mean, you could say Raising Arizona, the Coen
Right.
Brothers. I loved him in Valley Girl, was where I first saw
Yeah.
Nick Cage. That is
I think that made him famous.
a great coming of age film from the early 80s that just is
And
great.
a lot of people don't know his real last name is Coppola,
Yes, that's right.
and he didn't want to attach himself to the family,
Yeah.
And people think, oh, he's a Nepo baby.
Right, right.
He wanted to
He's-
make it on his own.
Stands on his own. Yeah. And he's a guy who his career certainly could have gone careening off a hill. And somehow he's continued to reinvent himself and just take on so many diverse roles. And I
Well, I
love
think-
him as an actor, so I'm
Yeah.
always pulling for him, you know.
And I think a lot of people would say it did go careening off, and then he got back on track.
Yeah. I think it feels like it was a brief window of time at this point. I also just popped in my head, Renfield was another one that was
Right.
more recent that he did. So he's just, it's amazing. His resume is amazing. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to see this one. Again, Lord and Miller involved, and it's a series. The idea to be able to see it in black and white or color, that's great. In fact, it would be very interesting to watch it full color and then black and white or vice versa, straight through.
If they release it episode by episode, I'm sure I will do that.
That's how you do it. You wouldn't see all 8 and then go back and watch all
No,
8.
I'd watch
Okay.
shot for shot,
Yeah.
because there's certain things that you stage in black and white differently than you stage in color.
Mhm.
So they had to be thinking about all those things while they were filming.
Yeah. I wonder what our buddy Johnny will think of this one in black and white.
Yeah, he's not a big fan of black and white.
Yeah, this may get nominated, Johnny. I don't know, but all right. Well, there you go. It's the limited series, 8 episodes we're getting here. It's going to drop May 27th in Prime. Now, I don't know. Does Prime drop them all at once? I think, or do they do it week to week? I can't remember.
I think week to week.
I think you're right. I think that's how
Because
they did Jack Ryan.
Goliath, which was Billy Bob Thornton, was a
Yeah.
great series. He won a couple of awards for it. That was week to week.
This is going to be another hit with Prime, I think. And I keep telling you, get on there and watch Jack Ryan and get through that thing, will you?
I know.
It's
I
such
know.
a great series.
And
yeah,
I've seen all the movies.
our buddy Krasinski. All right, it's going to do it here for another First Look with Your Brother podcast. I've been your host, Dan Smith. Alongside me, as always, my brother from the same mother, Mike Smith. And you know that we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.